Hello, and thank you so much for joining me here on my channel. I'm going to be doing the Capricorn daily energy reading for August 23rd. As always, take what resonates, leave what does not, especially since this is a general reading. I have my vice versa cards, so there are images on both sides of the cards. So we're going to be looking at what you may be struggling with for Capricorn. So we have the Five of Wands. We have the Six of Pentacles. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like, are you at a disagreement with a friend over money? For some reason, I'm feeling like, because the Queen of Pentacles to me represents a friendship, or represents like feeling calm, feeling like you're in control of something, because obviously Pentacles are grounding energy, and like you're feeling like you're grounded. But I feel like, you know, or is money causing you stress, or is there something going on? Obviously you're at odds with something with this volcano here, but I feel like this side was also resonating with me because it feels like you're heading towards this volcano. I feel like this is what you're like heading towards, right? That you're having this face off, but on this side we have the actual volcano where it's exploding and where it's happening. But for some reason, when I saw this side, because I had to think about it, I'm like, you know what? I feel like they're heading towards this volcano erupting. And I feel like maybe you have something inside that's building up, like it's building and building, or it's been building for a while. And it could have to do with money. It could have to do with friendship. It also could be with that stability that you feel within yourself. So I feel like it's something that's getting ready to explode, like it's right there. So the advice from the tarot, we have this, we have the Seven of Swords, and we have like the little mound there, and then we have like this head of the skeleton. We have two swords here, and this person is walking away with the Five Swords. I feel like it's putting something behind you. Putting this, has this been something that's been going on for a while? Because with the skeleton head there, I feel like is this been going on for a while? Like which I feel that it has with that volcano exploding, is that the volcano has taken a while for the lava to get to the top in order to explode. And I feel like this is something that has been building up for you for a while. And I feel like it's the advice from the tarot is to finally let it go, right? To finally work through it. We have the Knight of Swords here, and I feel like it's setting out on that new path. We also have some birds here, so I feel like it's freeing yourself from that, going in a new direction. And then we have this Two of Pentacles with the infinity sign being lit up there, and that is individual empowerment. And I feel like it's finding that balance within yourself, and I feel like it's feeling more happier. I feel like it's almost like people can see that you've been able to let this situation go, like you've been able to move on from it. I also feel like it's exploring as to why have you been holding on to it? Like what have you been hoping for by holding on to this Five of Wands energy here? Like why have you been holding on to this? Did you feel a sense of self-empowerment by holding on to that negativity? But really, the situation is controlling you instead of you controlling the situation. And I feel the advice from the tarot is to take control of the situation. Energy coming in for you is we have the King of Swords, and he definitely seems like he has everything together. He's got things under control. that he is really kind of looking at things in a new way. Advice, like wisdom, because it's kind of like, you know, an older, you know, king. It's taken him a while to work himself up from the page to the knight to the king, right? And it's like with age comes wisdom, and with age comes those experiences that we have through life that we were able to learn from and to look at and to grow from, and to, right, have that knowledge to say to our younger self, hey, you know, you could avoid so much if you just end the volcano before it really erupts or it gets any bigger. Let's grab some more cards for what's coming in for Capricorn. We have this one here, which is the Hangman, which is my favorite card in the deck because it's about taking a step back and seeing things from a different perspective, right? Because he's hanging upside down. So it's about seeing things differently. And that's what's coming in. That's what I was just saying, is the wisdom. That's what I feel like how it's connecting to the King of Swords, is having that wisdom and saying, you know, if I knew what I knew now when I was in my 20s, life would have been so different, right? And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. And I feel like this is, it's almost like the tree looks all burnt, or it's dead, or whatever it is. But I feel like it's kind of putting an end to the old ways and the old habits and the old way of looking at things, right? And when something comes to an end, that opens up the door for something new to come in, right? To have those new beginnings, where one door closes, another door opens. And I feel like this gives you the opportunity to focus on new things, to focus on different things. And I feel like this is a big learning experience for yourself. And it's kind of, because this is kind of like what I've gone through, is that, like, I realize that if I have a disagreement with someone, the best thing that I can do for myself is to walk away from the situation, sort out how I feel, figure out what's really at the heart of the problem, and then come back and have the conversation and say, this is how I felt, right? This is what was going on with me. You know, this is my response. You know, this is what's really going on. And I've learned that instead of reacting right away or apologizing for something I feel I don't even have to apologize for because it wasn't right, and being submissive, because that's how I used to be, is I was very submissive because that's what my father taught me to be. And it was like, he was always right. So you just told him, yep, you just agreed, and you just said, yep, you're right, I'm wrong. Like, you were always wrong, you were never right. And so I kind of learned that through other relationships throughout my life. And then I was always reacting that way. But then it got to the point where it's like, no, I'm not wrong. Like, you know, and I had that with my girlfriend at the barn. And there was one day, it was probably, I don't know, it may have been like a year ago or 9 months ago. And we were going to go riding together, and I got to the barn first. And so I was in the riding arena, and I was waiting for her, and we were supposed to go with another person, and that person had gotten there when I did, and that person took off and went riding on them by themselves. And I think my friend had come in, and she had seen that other person was already riding around. And so she saw me, I was in the riding area, and so she had an attitude. And so she was all upset about something, and I'm sitting here waiting for her to get there so that we can go riding together. And so she was having an attitude, and I said, what's going on with you? Like, I stood up for myself, and I said, what's going on? She's like, well, you already went. I said, no, I didn't. I said, that person chose to go by herself. I said, I've been here waiting for you. So I got off my horse, I walked over there to her face, and I said, what is going on with you? I was like, you have no right to be this way. And she was shocked. She was so proud. Like, she still brings it up to this day. And she's like, I'm so proud of you. You stood up for yourself. She's like, having an attitude and I was thinking this and that, and you came up to me and you said, you know, you didn't do that and you were waiting for me and you got it all wrong. I mean, we didn't have an argument. We just had a strong conversation. I mean, you know, but, you know, I just said, no, I didn't. I said, I've been here waiting for you. I said, I haven't done a darn thing. I said, I'm waiting for you to get here. I said, that person chose to go off on their own and I didn't. I said, and so she apologized and she said, I'm sorry for assuming. And I said, yeah. I said, well, thank you very much. And so to this day, she still talks about, you know, how proud she is about me. And I'm proud about that moment. And, you know, it's like learning about yourself and sticking up for yourself. And it's about seeing things from a different perspective and saying there's always an opportunity for new beginnings, right? That it doesn't matter, you know, if it got to the point where it was burnt and there's nothing left. It's like that gives you that opportunity to learn and grow from there, and to always give yourself that chance and that opportunity to learn and grow from situations, and that it's never too late, right? That's what life is about. We always have these challenges where we're trying to learn about ourselves, where we're trying to grow, and where we're trying to make a difference. All right, let's grab some advice from the Animal Oracle, right? How can we improve ourselves? How can we make our life better? We have Dragonfly Spirit, number 22. Truth transcends illusion, right? What is the truth? Getting down to the heart of the problem. That's the truth of the situation, right? How you truly feel, what's truly going on with you, right? The truth transcends illusion, right? Just like in that situation, the truth was I was waiting for her. The truth was she made an assumption. She had an illusion that I had gone off and gone for a ride without her. But the truth was I didn't. I was waiting for her, that the other person did. So it's like really figuring out within yourself, what is the truth? What has created this Five of Wands here, where this volcano is getting ready to explode? Like I've said many times before, that it's not necessarily about the dishes in the sink, right? When you get in that argument with that person that you're living with, and you have a fight about the dishes in the sink, and then you're like, yeah, it was never about the dishes in the sink. It was about something that was deeper, right? The truth is, it's really about something else. So the advice from the Animal Oracle is truth transcends illusion. What is the truth about? Not what you think. And it's also kind of like, you know, sometimes like when someone, which is the problem with text messages, is that sometimes someone can send you a text message and you can receive it in a certain way, but that person sent it in a different way. And it's like being able to have that conversation and say, you know, why did you send me this message? Because this is what I felt it said. And that person can say, oh, that's not my intention. That's not what I meant to say. I didn't mean it in that way, you know. And it's like having that conversation, and that where kind of the wires get crossed, and it's like, okay, what's really going on here? Oh, I love this one. We have advice from the Star Dragons is miracle making a difference. You can make a difference, and you can create your own miracles, and you have to believe in that, and you have to do those things that create those miracles in your life. That if you want to be set free from that, right? That if you want to be able to move on from this situation and not be in this volcano energy, right? Where this is exploding, and this Five of Wands energy, is you have the opportunity to create those miracles and to make a difference. And that if you don't like the way things are going, you have that opportunity to change it. And you can create those miracles within yourself, right? The truth is, you have that power to create those miracles. Let's grab advice from the Whispers of Healing. We have progress. So it's time for you to start making progress in your life, right? That movement, that forward movement, that achievements. It's where one door is closing, another door is opening, and that's progress, right? That we always have the opportunity to make progress in our life, but it's whether or not we choose to accept that and to see that. Just like I made progress by standing up to her, because before I would have just been submissive and I would have just, you know, I just would have apologized, or I would have said, you know, I don't know if I would have even, maybe she would have just been mad and we wouldn't have talked. I don't even know what would have happened, but I was like, no, I'm standing up for myself, and I'm voicing my opinion. So we have power and we have shadow. So we have the Strength card, and then we have the Moon card. So it's kind of cool because both these cards are split in half. It's half man, half lion, and then we have shadow, and then we have light. So it's like kind of, there's dualities that are going on here, but it's also the truth's transcending illusion. Like we have different parts within ourselves, and we have different sides to ourselves. But which one is your true self, right? Which one is your true self? Which one is like, you have that strength of that lion within yourself, and we also have those darker sides within ourselves. But if we're able to recognize those, and we're able to say, okay, this is the side that I want to focus on, and this is the side that I want to be, we have that power to choose that, right? All right, let's grab some advice from the wisdom of the Oracle. We have yin, so that is about the softer side of life. It's about the feminine side. It's about kind of sitting back. It's kind of observing. It's kind of looking. It's like, you know, just kind of really, again, I feel like it's kind of going with that hangman energy, and kind of with this too, where it's just kind of sitting back, kind of looking, kind of processing things, kind of thinking about things in a different way, to not really see this as, you know, the negative, you know, the tree is dead and that it won't be producing any more pentacles on it, but maybe it's time to start a new harvest. Maybe it's time to start a new crop. Maybe it's time to start something different, right? That you got all that you can from that situation, and maybe it's time to start something new. Sometimes we just have to sit back and observe and see what's going on before we're ready to make our next move, or we have to kind of learn about ourselves, you know, first. Sometimes we have to do that internal work sometimes before things are ready to come in for us, because we're hanging on to some negativity or some things that are affecting our choices and our decisions. All right, I pulled a crystal card here for you. We have pink halite, self-love, replenish and cherish. I love this one. Allows you to shed layers of negative thought patterns and beliefs as you connect to the essence of your true self, right? Being your truth transcends illusion, right? That are you keeping yourself in negativity. And the truth is that you are an amazing person, right? That you are a unique person, you are an amazing person, you are a one of a kind, and that's what makes you so special, right? It helps you embrace spiritual practices, prevents you from picking up bad habits. You make choices out of self-love, honoring the highest version of yourself and trusting that you will make decisions for your highest good. It cleanses toxins and replenishes an energy field. I feel like this is the most important thing, is that you will make choices out of self-love, honoring the highest version of yourself and trusting that you will make decisions for your highest good. That's what I say so many times in my reading. And I feel like that kind of goes with the yin, right? Is that self-love, is that yin, right? Is that softer side, is choosing yourself. And that's what I feel my readings are about, is having that self-love and looking out for yourself, because for so many decades, I did not have self-love. It was always about pleasing other people. And what can I do from that for them, and being submissive to them. And now it's about pleasing myself. It's about doing what makes me happy, what empowers me, what makes me feel good. And surrounding myself with people that understand that and appreciate that and are doing that for themselves too. Because when you surround yourself with people that are doing the same thing, then you know that, you know, they're doing things not to work against you, but because they're trying to empower themselves. So I feel that that's the perfect stone for this reading, is to replenish that energy and to have that self-love and to make those choices and decisions that are best for you, and to not have to apologize for that. Don't ever apologize for having self-love. I feel that that's very important, is to never feel bad because you are choosing you, because that you know that's what you need at this time. All right, thank you so much for watching, especially if you're still hanging in there with me. I hope you have an amazing day. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I wish you the best on your journey.